Emma's over here sweeping out the rig. Got our, hey, she's been attacking me like that all morning. Fierce. Must have been something I said. What a beautiful freaking day. And speaking of beautiful, how do you guys like those time lapses? I like those time lapses because, one, we can finally do them. And I've wanted to do them for a long time now. But we haven't been in the right weather for it. So, you know, you do it in like overcast, even, you know, a time lapse here at night, this is just gonna kind of wash out the sky and just make it meh. But it's something incredible about seeing the stars and like, yeah, you know, kind of a reset of like your place in the universe. Kind of neat. Speaking of places, we are hosting our open house today. It's Sunday, and that'll be kind of fun. Yeah, we got a friend over here. It looks like a Majestic. I think I got a shot of him yesterday as he was kind of hunting up and down this road for a good spot. I think we got a good photo. I think I kind of freaked him out a little bit. He's like, why is that guy taking photos of me? But at night, the LED lights that he has, they like glow, and it was just beautiful. I just really liked it. We're just having so much fun out here, and it sounds like Brian AZ is going to come and hang out with us and check out our rig, and I'm a little embarrassed about how dirty it is on the outside, but I think he'll understand. And we'll see if anybody else shows up. I hope so. I don't know. It's kind of nice to, you know, people say hi, and that's embarrassing. Go ahead and tuck that away. Yep, it'd be kind of cool to say hi to folks. And one of these days we need to stop by Silly Al's Pizza. Apparently they're always busy, and so that should tell you something. You know, just saying. I don't know. What another gorgeous day and a little bit of clouds. I bet those will burn off. Look who it is. Here's Brian AZ and Colt. Hey, buddy. All right. Brian and Pam just left here a little bit ago, but there was a couple of things because they looked over every inch of our trailer.
Yeah, lots of good questions. And
they're really debating, right? Like initially, we actually all hooked up because they were thinking about the Integra Esteem. And so they've been with us for quite a while, but some things just aren't the same until you're actually in the trailer and you feel it. I wish we were to recorded it, but it's also hard to like know, you know, like thoughts versus, you know, what are just private thoughts and things. But windows are so important, and you might instinctively know that, but a lot of trailers don't have good windows and you're not sure why it feels a little off. Well, one of the things that's also kind of interesting is that window is not there by default. It's actually an upgrade option. Does it matter? Now they're looking at the twin beds, which we like the Queen. If they don't get the window, they get a little bit of a storage, kind of like this, right in the middle of those. If they do get the window, they get all the extra air and the extra light, but in place of this is just a shorter version that just kind of comes up here. But the other interesting thing you might not think about that, more so from an ergonomic sort of perspective, you're sitting there and you want to show your wife something or your husband something or whatever it might be. Well, you're kind of looking around, right? And you can't hear them as well, and you sort of feel more separated. So that's a pro or a con depending on your relationship, I think. But, you know, that's one big thing. And the fact that this trailer is 8 feet wide, right? Like a 21 or a 19 might be 7.5 feet wide. And that makes a big difference. And you might not think it's like, oh, it's only 1.5 feet, whatever. But especially if you're towing with a bigger rig, it matters. And that's 1.5 feet, for example, times, you know, 20 feet of living space. That's a big deal. That's a lot of volume. And that's not just depth and then width, but also height. But these are the factors that until you're in here and feeling it, you're like, this feels good. Why is that? Then it makes sense. But otherwise on paper, you're like, yeah, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
That also played a part for them here in like the main walkway space, because this being an 8 foot wide trailer gives you more room. It doesn't feel so cramped. 2 people can walk through here and, you know, really move around and do what they need to do, and it doesn't feel too cramped. Another thing that was really important was not just the amount of storage that you have, but how you use your storage. Where do all of your cans go, for example, and like how are you organizing all of your kitchen stuff, and where do your pots and pans go, and how do you organize your clothes, and how do you know that you have enough room, and what do you put under the bed, and like where do you put your tall broom? Like, it doesn't look like there's a cabinet for that. What do you do with that? So just like actually how we use the space and how we organize our things, and really gives a good feel of like, wow, we could do this too. This feels manageable for us.
And reflecting, you know, another big thing is that I don't consider, because I know how we are going to use our rig. Our rig is going to be our home, and we don't consider where we're going to take it. We want it to be great everywhere that we take it.
Right.
But, we are people that will load up with solar as much as we can. And, we don't want a generator, we know that. And then we want to be able to run our AC and things like this. And he goes, I don't really know how I'm going to use it. And he goes, I'm not a big solar guy. He doesn't want to tinker. And also very understandable. So, what we were really kind of trying to find out is like, okay, based on like what I know about you guys, you're probably going to want to go to national parks, but you also just want to be able to pull off or go to a nice resort or, they want to have a variety of things. Size matters. And so I think we have figured out, or they figured out, I should say, I don't make decisions for them. This is as big as they'd ever want to go.
Right.
And I would be okay going a little larger, but honestly, I think 26 feet is probably as big as I'd ever want to go.
Yeah.
In this, even though I would be willing to go larger, it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
They said it's comfortable too.
Yeah. Yeah, Pam was really impressed with how comfortable it felt in there.
And she loved the counter space.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. So windows, counter space, I mean, it's got all the good aluminum frame, like the basics of like what makes an amazing RV.
I also think they really like the utility of it as well, like the way that the ergonomics of it and the way things worked inside.
Yeah, so, and that's what we love about it too. So I think it is one of those things where, I was like, yes, you're not doing all your living in here, and but you can. Yeah. So if it was a rainy day and you wanted to stay inside, you're still comfortable, but you're not towing around a mansion.
Right.
I don't know, I think that's a big deal. So those are kind of the things that they cared about. We're gonna go ahead and unhook though, and we're going to go into town. There's something called Silly Al's Pizza, and I think we have to try it.
I think we do.
Silly Al's Pizza. I like their decorations. Kind of looks like a bar.
Kind of.
I guess it's Silly Al's, not Silly Al's Pizza. Okay. Ooh, never been in. Ooh. What is it? Hi. If you haven't been to Al's, you haven't been to Courtside. All right, we got our menu here. We get basically the same thing, but we'll have to give it a good review. They have a Goliath. Ooh. It's a fun atmosphere in here, although a little bit dark. Oh boy, our order's in.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You'll never guess what we got.
I think this means we've finally been to Courtside since we've now been to Silly Al's.
Yes.
Exciting stuff. Okay, I don't think this video is gonna do this justice. That is a big, that's a big pizza.
We ordered a Goliath, and I don't know what we really expected, but we're gonna have leftovers.
Oh, okay. It's sloppy, it's cheesy, that's what she said. Good?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Acropolis pizza.
All right. That's very good. That is very good. I wasn't expecting much because of the crust like that, but I like a thinner crust, and it's like, it's got a light crisp on it. It's perfect.
The ratios are good.
It's fucking fantastic. All right, if you're coming here and you get the Hawaiian, I don't think you need to ask for extra pineapple. I know Brian AZ loves pineapple, but I gotta say, I think they just, great toppings. Like, they don't skimp. I love the thin crust. So if you don't like thin crust, obviously this is not for you, but I don't know. It's not too thick. It's they give you more toppings and less crust. All right. Well, we wanted to play a game. Oh my God. That was bad. All right.
Oh, you don't get a second shot?
Oh. All right, we wanted to play a game of pool, but we don't have any dang quarters, and I guess that's how these operate. So we use that as a white ball, and whoever gets more in. Oh, all right. This feels very scientific. I don't think either of us really know. Okay, that feels good. That feels good. We moved the balls around. Anyways, pizza was excellent. I can see why people like it here. Folks seem friendly. Very friendly. Oh, look, we both suck. What is happening? This isn't hard. You know, I think it's because you didn't put the magic dust on here. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Now put the magic dust on there. All right. Come on, guy. That was the one I was going for, definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Oh, that pizza was really good, and we still have half of it left over. I don't know, everybody's so friendly here. There's so many variables. How did that not? No! Now we have to pick a new.
I think that means you automatically lose.
No, I think we have to pick a new light bulb then. Here, use that guy. Get more of that magic sauce on there. Oh, okay.
Don't shoot it across the...
Oh, come on. Okay, good. That's about where. Oh, come on. We're terrible at this. We're like incredibly bad. I think there's a breeze through here.
Joel's hitting it so hard.
Let me get some more of that blue dust. Some of that fit. Oh, nice.
You're hitting it at too hard of an angle. That's the second time you hit the cue ball in.
That's not my fault. There's a breeze in here. They have mini splits, you know. All right, we're going in for a little treats, a little dessert, a little bit of a splurge, and we'll see how it is. She's very nice. Oh, man.
Joel got a quadruple for the price of a double.
She goes, I've only got 3 scoops, so you can either get nothing or you can get 3 scoops for the price of a double, which I was gonna get a double either way. And she's like, she's putting it in there. She goes, oh, looks like there's about 4 in there. So that's so kind. She's so very nice. This is a Snowbird Cafe and Ice Creamery.
I was to come back for coffee because she says they actually roast their own coffee beans from Brazil.
And Mary, what was her name? Oh, she was so nice. But I asked her, I was like, you stay here in the summer? She goes, no, once it gets like 110, you just close down. So they're open from like September to April. And I was like, so what rig do you live in, right? Because I'm thinking maybe it's one of these like mobile suites or she goes, we have a house here and we have a house in Alaska. And I'm like, that's best of both worlds, right? You get the beautiful, you know, all this and then beautiful Alaska. I mean, Alaska. What a place. I'd love to go.
One day we'll go.
It's just very good. I get the feeling that like half of this is gonna get saved in the freezer. Oh, I am stuffed.
Yeah, that was a lot of pizza. When they say Goliath, they mean Goliath.
Usually they're like, yeah, well, if you're a husky one, this might about fill you. No, sir. We had half of that and half of that ice cream. That was like 4 scoops. He hooked it up. And I should have gotten the sunset on video. I didn't. But it was glorious and it's still very pretty. Look at that.
Yeah.
Arizona sunsets. Today was actually a bit cloudy.
Yeah, it was actually cooler and cloudier than it has been the last couple of days.
Yeah, I actually had a sweatshirt on earlier in the sun. But anywho, we've got still our neighbors down here with the motorhome. And then we had a motorhome here earlier.
It's where the trailer is, yeah. Same spot.
And now there's a trailer there. I don't know, it's kind of cool having neighbors. And the folks here are just the friendliest, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, I mean, just the friend. We had one gentleman go, so you're here for the RTR? And apparently he had come here for the RTR, stayed, and lives here now. And I met his wife, and they live, I guess, that way. So that was real nice. We didn't get to talk to them too much because their company came. So, oh man, just the nicest folks. Just the nice. Like, this is the kind of place, you know, and I'll say it a million more times, I'm sure, but this is the kind of place that, like, we are the weird ones wherever we go. People don't understand. Why would you live tiny a lot of times? Or they'll say, oh, that's so cool, you know, but I could never do that, which is sort of a, like, that's a little something, you know. But here, we're not the outlier. We're, if anything, just
part of the norm.
Part of the norm, yeah. You know, because a lot of the employees here, they live in RVs, and everybody's saying they just get it. And it's like, it's not abnormal. And a lot of folks, you know, they might say, well, I don't even think about whether you live in an apartment or a house or whatever, but like people think about, oh, you're the one that lives in the camper, you know?
Yeah.
Like so, I don't know. I think it's just nice. It's just freaking nice. So we have one more day of open house, and then we've got a big project coming up, and I want to do a little more. I want to do a little bit of exploring out here.
Yeah.
There's one spot I've not been to yet, but it would be cool to see like how that area is.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.